Hey, Michael.
Hey, Scott.
Hello and welcome. We are all the sons of CPAs. Join us with this week's 5-Minute Lee with your hosts, Michael Lee and Scott Scarano. Okay. You're acutely aware of how I interrupt you and others, right? I want to stop doing that. A friend of mine this is why I'm bringing this up. A friend of mine said, I think you should be aware of interrupting others. You have so much good stuff to add, but when you interrupt people, the audience is focused on that instead of the nuggets of greatness that you have to share with a heart. I thought it was a nice message. So
Wow, what a nice friend. So
let's
you
not,
want to change.
I
You
don't
want to
want to
work on
change.
changing.
So any listener out there, if you're going to leave us a nice review or subscribe to the podcast, am I interrupting? I'm trying to change that. No, we haven't even got any bad reviews. I think that's great. Let's go into today's topic. I'm excited about today's topic. Today, we don't even have an article, do we? We're just
No,
going to
no.
go off book.
Off book. We have inspiration. The topic of today is customer service in a commoditized industry and why it's important. The reason it came up is I was inspired with a conversation I had with new employees. I do a conversation with every set of new employees that start 30 days from their start date. They have a meeting with me, and it gives me the opportunity to talk about customer service and the future of Reconciled. And that's where the inspiration was. Is I had a fresh conversation this morning with a set of employees who had been here for 30 days, and I wanted to talk about customer service with you as well.
I think it's great that that's your North Star is customer service. I think you can do no wrong because everything else stems out from that, so to speak. If you are treating the customer with ultimate respect, response time, there's a lot of different bullet points that we can get on this non-article. Yeah, you can really control the relationship and get a full understanding of where you are as a business too. If you start looking at how's our customer service.
I think we've talked a little bit about this already, you and me, on away from this podcast, but particularly in the accounting industry, customer service really relates to responding and communication. If you think about the reasons why many customers, I would say most customers leave their accounting firms or mostly the customers leave their service provider, it's not because the work wasn't 100% accurate. That's not why people leave. People leave because they don't hear from their accountants. That is the number one reason we hear, at least, of why people change providers and come to Reconciled is they just don't hear from their accountants. They don't get a response, even to a
That's
check-in. And customer service as relates to accounting firm, it in accounting industry, it really starts with communication. Is what is the communication strategy and policy of your firm as it relates to employees and customers, and how prompt and often is communication happening in the right speed? That I think makes or breaks the customer service level at your firm.
Yeah, starting at the top level, that is probably the number one reason. Sometimes people will say, "Oh, my accountant messed up on this," but it always follows with, "And I can't get a hold of them." It's never like they
Exactly.
messed up on this and they're working on it and they're diligently fixing it and they've done everything they can. It's never that. They usually stay with their accountant if that happens. It's they've been messing everything up and I can't get a hold of them. They're gone. It might be a day or two sometimes, but if it continually happens and they know consistently you're not responding, so I think part of customer service first is like you said, like it's got to be response time and it's got to be like response and respect.
Yeah, and I was telling these new employees this morning, like the key to their success is not that they do everything 100% accurate or that they have all the answers. The key to their success will be, can you find answers? Do you know how to find answers? And will you let people
Did you
know
say
that
financiers or find answers?
find answers, find
I
answers. Yeah.
I heard
Yeah.
financiers.
No,
Yeah,
find answers. Yeah. Can you find answers? No one expects you to know all the answers, but they want to know that you can find the answers and they want to know they're being heard, right? So that's a simple response. That's a, hey, I got this. Give me 24 hours or give me 48 hours. And some of that communication can literally be autoresponders. Can literally be, hey, I got the email. You should hear back from me in 24 hours. Just want to let you know I got this. So that kind of response and communication and treating the customer and the employees with the respect they deserve because they're in a relationship with you is important. And I think that's what differentiates firms. I really don't think it's because we get everything done 100% accurately at all times.
It's not accuracy
Yeah.
because everybody makes mistakes and we're humans working with the client. We're not machines, and machines make mistakes too. Sometimes an algorithm is messed up or something imports wrong or imports twice. We have to be mindful that our people can make mistakes. It shouldn't be consistent. They shouldn't consistently make mistakes. Our service base for us as owners need to really be geared toward our teams, right? And we need to treat them with that kind of respect, the same way they should be treating their clients with that type of respect and response and service.
It's completely agree. So yeah, that's the topic of customer service. To end with it is, if you think about any commoditized industry, you think of airlines, you think of restaurants, you think of buying shoes. There's probably a brand that stands out to you in every single commoditized industry where you have a lot of options to go buy from. That brand almost always is the brand with the best customer service.
Synonymously, airlines, you think Southwest. At least I do.
Yes.
I think that
yes.
they make everything effortless, and they make every part of the process the best for the customer. They're very customer centric. I would say the same thing about Disney, say the same thing about maybe Apple, right? Like these are industry leaders in their respective fields, and they care about the customer the most. Amazon do, like you can't say anything bad about Amazon because they're customer first. That's probably the best example. Like
right.
Everything.
It's no friction. There's the reason, everyone, wants to bash, and the media wants to bash on Amazon. Here's the reality. There is no friction to
they're making
buy and
money.
shop with Amazon. Yeah, there's no friction.
Everybody wants to chop their head off because they're making good money, but at the end of the day, they're doing a lot of things right. And that's why I still use them, and I still probably always will. So when Amazon buys our government and we have a government run on Amazon, I'll be happy about that. Then we might get some better response time from the IRS.
Yeah. When you think about a commoditized industry that we're in, our customer service is the only place we can stand out. And that's where we can win, because all things being equal, our service is commoditized and will continue to become more commoditized as more options around the globe and software become as good, right? Not the best, but as good as the services we're providing. Then that's where customer service really is the only differentiator between it. What is the experience that we're creating for our customers and our employees?
We win with customer experience and success, or success in the customer experience. Yeah. That's where we win.
Right, exactly. Well, thanks, Scott. Thanks for doing this topic. Off book, no article, but I think great.
Thank you, Michael. I think we're starting something good here. I think we might as well just stay off book. Cheers.
Cheers.